If I judged an 8-year-old kid by my framework, are they going to succeed or fail? I need to judge them by their framework and help them improve their framework. Some people are comfortable. Some people talk about wanting more but don't really want it because they're not going to do it. And that's okay. We're going to have different people in the world.
So I've got a question kind of going off of something you said earlier, kind of about just people that aren't driven. So I've already accepted a full-time position that I'll start in January. I've interned with this company for 2 summers. I did one job or one internship with their application engineers, or that's what they call them. They're just creating process flow diagrams for different jobs. I was involved with that. And then this past summer, I was with the actual production engineers doing 3D modeling for them. A lot of the people at the engineering portion, they're not driven. Like a lot of them are very small town oriented. They're very just stuck in their lifestyle, not really wanting to push the boundary or not really motivated.
Why do they need to be? Let me ask you that question.
Well, how else do you get development in a company? How else do you get like a new product in a company? How else do you get a new product line? Because a lot of these people, they're stuck in, I just got it. They're just robots. They go in, they do the same thing.
One day you're going to run a company where you want robots running the line. People are needed in every role. If everybody was a driven entrepreneur, this world would suck ass because we'd get nothing done. Everything would be a risk. You'd see buildings burning down 24 hours a day. God knows what your hamburger will look like when you went through the line, right? You need process, procedure, and boring to make the world go around. And then you need hard-charging, badass A players to change the world, right? Not everybody is going to be like you or driven. And I hope you understand that that's okay. Not everyone's comfortable selling or talking to people. Okay, well, partner it with somebody that is. If you're driven but not skilled, partner it with someone that's really skilled but not driven. Do your DISC profile tests. D's and C's are the perfect combination. They hate each other, but once they learn to communicate and talk to one another, they're unstoppable. Because you have the conscientious, hardworking, detail-oriented person with the visionary salesman, talks constantly and gets things done. Oh my God, that's an amazing combo. So I would never discount other people. And let me go into that for a minute, Joe. You can learn something from everyone. I mean, even Max could teach me something, right? He might teach me that he's a dumbass and we shouldn't listen to Max anymore. But I can learn something from everyone, and I hope you take that tact, right? Just because they're not up to your standards. If I judged an 8-year-old kid by my framework, are they going to succeed or fail?
Probably going to fail.
Okay, I need to judge them by their framework and help them improve their framework. So you should judge these people. If you say they're not driven, well, why should they be? Maybe they're not that type of person, or maybe they've created the life they want. Some people are comfortable. Some people talk about wanting more but don't really want it because they're not going to do it. And that's okay. We're going to have different people in the world. Now, if you're looking to be inspired every day when you come in, I wouldn't take a job for a leader that's boring as shit and not inspiring. If there's something that motivates you, like let's say you need someone yelling at you, well, then you need to work for a boss that yells at you. If you need someone that trusts you fully and lets you make mistakes, you need to work for someone that is of that persona. And you need to be clear with them when they come in, right? One of the things I ask people when they first come in is, how do I need to yell at you to get shit done? Oh, well, I don't like being yelled at. I like being challenged. Okay, cool. I will challenge you. And you know what? I'm going to try it. And if I do it wrong, you tell me. And then over time. Now, I've got one engineer that we will never in any chat form whatsoever tell him anything positive he's ever done. Because he's very clear to us, that actually makes me sick to my stomach. I want to hear how I can improve. So like at the end of our team calls, I'll be like, hey, great job, Tanya, on such and such. You know, great job, Jamie. Really proud of you for doing such and such. Mike, fucking A, can you work harder? Can you get some shit done? Like, why didn't you get 4 projects out instead of 3? And he just smiles because that's what he wants, right? So that's going to be very important for whatever position you take. Most people quit their job because of their immediate boss. And most people, once they have a really good boss, will follow them through the end of the earth. You know, I've got guys now that worked for me back in the day. I could call them and be like, I'm starting a fucking snow cone stand. And they're on the way, dude. Like, let's do it. It's going to be great. I'm having lunch with one tomorrow. He's looking to start his own business. He worked for me for a long time. He wants to have lunch. I'm going to see if he wants to come build that business within this business. We'll see what happens. He knows that I have his best interests at heart, and I want to see him grow.
So, like, kind of building off of that, I found myself in the position where I didn't have any other offers, and I was coming to the end of my college.
Which means
career.
you had no choice, right?
Yes.
If you have one choice, you have no choice. If you have two, you have a dilemma. So you need 3 or more choices to be able to make a choice, right? What was your dilemma?
Not a dilemma. I was shit out of options or shit out of luck.
And why was that? Let's back up and dig into this for a minute. Because you were lazy.
Yeah, I fucked around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
You
fucked
knew
around.
you had a safe route.
So you relaxed and you didn't work very hard because you knew you could fall back to that, right?
Yeah.
That makes sense what I'm saying?
Yep, makes sense. But kind of what happened kind of kicked my ass into gear junior and senior year. And I started building those good, like building better habits and getting, my mind in the right place.
And here's the thing.
You're not stuck, Joe, because if you get off your ass, you could have 4 more offers before the end of the year, and then you could actually make a choice. Oh, well, I already accepted that offer. Well, if you went into them and they actually gave a shit about you and you showed them, hey, I found something else that's better for me, I am going to find someone to help replace me in this spot. I know I'm putting you in a bad position. I found something else that's better for me. Let me make it right on your side. They're going to understand that. At least you were straight with them. You didn't just disappear and ghost them. Now, on the flip side of that, this company, if they decided next week they didn't need your division anymore, would they keep you employed?
Probably not.
You don't really owe each other anything, but you should work hard to make each other better. Hopefully that one gets out there and gets some views, right? Because you don't owe them anything, but you do want to make them better. And if we all take that approach to everything we do, how much better is the world going to be? Now, to come back to what we were saying a minute ago, this is out of Atomic Habits. You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. You had no system. You hadn't heard me talk about how to get your job and how to get 4 or 5 job offers and how to work every single day going to interviews and how to make connections. Your system let you down. Didn't matter what your goals were. You rose to the level of your system, which was shit. So now you have the one job that you automatically already had, and so you got your safe spot. So now your decision is, okay, well, do I just make that an excuse? Oh, I already took a job, can't look for another one. Or do you get back on the horse and get to work? If that job is not fulfilling you for what you need to do next and it's just your safety, then you need to do more. They deserve more. They deserve someone that wants that job and makes the most of it. Don't take up a spot for somebody just because it's you're safe and you're lazy and you don't want to go work and do what you really need to do to achieve what you want to achieve. You got me?